When I mean a man now, I'm saying man, female, right? Man or woman, okay? Somebody's know who they actually try to show you that they are sometimes. It is who they are when you don't see them, when nobody is looking. That is the real person. All right? Okay. But you should know already that the acting national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, Umar Damagum, has come under intense pressure from governors elected on the party's platform to swear in Sunday Ude Okoye as the national secretary. Now, a majority of the members of the National Working Committee have also urged Damagum to take steps to replace the embattled Senator Samuel Anyanwu with Ude Okoye. Okay, see how that pans out now. The Supreme Court yesterday dismissed Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara appeal against the judgment of the Court of Appeal, asking him to represent the 2024 budget before Martin Zamawule-led State House of Assembly. Now, a 5-member panel of the Apex Court dismissed the appeal after Fubara's lawyer, Yusuf Ali San, sought to withdraw it. Oh, I see. Now, exceptionally gifted children who are below 16 years will be allowed to take the Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, that's talking about the UTME, conducted by the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, that is JAM. Its registrar, Professor Ishak Oloyede, has said. Now, Oloyede said the board would identify the few gifted students and allow them to take the university entrance examination. Oh, I see now. After calling only one witness, Governor Monday Okwebolo yesterday closed this case before Edo Election Petition Tribunal sitting in Abuja. Now, the petitioner, Asue Gadolo, candidate of the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, in the September 21 last year governorship election last week, closed its case after calling 19 witnesses. Now, the Independent National Electoral Commission, that is INEC, on Monday told the dismissed resident electoral commissioner REC for Adamawa State, Hudu Yunusa Ari, to prove his innocence at a competent court of law, where is being tried for allegedly upsetting the electoral process during the 2023 governorship election in the state. I should also let you in on some activities of the Nigeria Labour Congress, that NLC, as at yesterday. They had lamented that most governors abandon their state and leave permanently in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, while the people they were supposed to govern are facing hardship. Now, President of the NLC, Joe Ajero, stated this in what appeared to be a town hall meeting with workers in the NLC Secretariat in Lokoja, Kogi State. All right, you leave your state, you come to the Federal Capital Territory, so that when the Alawi comes from the center, you are very, very close to collecting it. Well, anyways, the NLC put that conversation in Kogi together. But I should let you in on the fact that Inspector General of Police, IGP Kayode Egbetokun, has directed that henceforth no operative should be seen carrying assault arms, that is rifles, while dressed in civilian attire. That's what we call mufti, right? Now, he also issued a stern warning to all officers regarding serious breaches of human rights, emphasizing the duty of force to uphold these rights. Okay. Well, I should also bring this one to you already in case you didn't know. Winnie Byanyima, all right? Byanyima, Executive Director of the Joint United Nations Programs on HIV and AIDS, UNAIDS, says global HIV infections could rise more than sixfold by 2029 if the U.S. government halts funding for the world's largest AIDS program. Speaking to the Associated Press AP from Uganda, Byanyima said new HIV infections have declined in recent years, with 1.3 million cases recorded in 2023, a 60% drop since 1995. Well, let me take you to Lagos State, bring you back home now. The Lagos State chapter of the Amalgamated Union of App-Based Transporters of Nigeria has mourned the death of a 42-year-old e-hailing driver, Yusufat Ayinde, who was stabbed to death by unidentified assailants on Friday. Now, the chairman, Jayesimi Aziz, who confirmed the incident, told reporters as of yesterday that the deceased was on duty in the evening when he was attacked. Unfortunately, though, the deceased, well, he didn't make it. That's why he's deceased, right? God rest his soul. Now, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has declared 4 individuals wanted for their alleged roles in a drug trafficking syndicate linked to Lagos drug kingpin Alhaji Suleiman Ganiu, also known as Barry Shine. Now, Barry Shine was arrested on August 26 of 2024, 2 years after coming under the radar of the Anti-Narcotics Agency. All right, that's something. They arrested him, NDLEA. I'll give it to them. All right, that being said, now let's delve into the front page of Nigerian newspapers this morning. In case you're just tuning in for the first time, this is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. We give you an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. Are you already watching via the social media television that we are hosting that is very, very global? Well done. It is at Eagles FM Abuja. Eagles FM Abuja. All right, I see a couple of dailies now. I'm sure they see me too. Nigeria Tribune newspaper. I'm seeing the Nation newspaper as well. I see the Guardian. I see the Daily Trust. I see the Vanguard as well as the Punch newspaper. So these are the dailies that we'll be looking into this morning. 11th of February of 2025 is a Tuesday, by the way, not a Monday, okay, and not a Wednesday. All right, Tuesday it is. Now the big story on the front page, Atiku Tambuwal, others visits to Obasanjo sparks fresh debate. All right, it's got 2 writers to it now. I wasn't at Obasanjo's house because of 2027. Atiku is saying that. And the second writer, this one says, I won't talk about 2027. Obasanjo now is saying that. So Atiku says, I didn't go to Obasanjo's place because of 2027. And Obasanjo is also saying, I am not going to talk about 2027. Okay, so what were you guys talking about? Okay, well, you want to go find out. Page 15 holds that story now. I see this one. Page 26, NDLEA declares 4 members of Barry Shine drug cartel wanted over cocaine shipment to Saudi Arabia, Qatar. All right, 26 is holding that down. To page 8 now, Nnamdi Kanu challenges Justice Nyako's jurisdiction to try him. And from what I hear now, even as the writer also pretends, court adjourns indefinitely. Page 8, that trial's still ongoing. Now to page 4 now, relocate NLNG plant to Niger Delta. Pandef is telling federal government wants Tinubu to sign South-South Development Commission bill into law. All right. Away from page 4 now to page 15, Supreme Court reserves judgment in 4 appeals on Rivers' political crisis. And it's got just one writer to it now. Fubara's appeal over 2024 budget dismissed after council withdrew case. All right. And let's bring you this one already. NRC APM terminals relaunch Lagos Ibadan cargo train move 35 containers. All right, page 7 is holding that story down. Well, we should go just above the Nigerian Tribune newspaper banner now, as I see this one on page 4, and it says power outage. That's the kicker now. What federal government's UCH IBEDC resolved to do. It's got one writer to it now. Students protest as minister visits. All right, that's about all with the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Now to the Nation newspaper this morning. I see the big story now. Supreme Court dismisses Fubara's appeal against 26 lawmakers. All right, it's got these writers to it though, and it says appellant fined 4 million naira. Okay, government ruling not against governor, and Amawole predicts end to rascality. That story begins on the front page of the Nation newspaper, continued on page 2 right there and right now. But you should also get above the Nation newspaper banner now and see this one. JAMB okays under 16 with kids for 2025 UTME. Has got one writer to it now. 2 million likely to write exams. All right, is your kid or your child a whiz kid under 16? It means such a child is gifted and eligible to take JAMB. All right, and so as it seems now, 2 million likely to write these exams already. Whiz kids in Nigeria, quite a number of them, I see. Atiku Imoke, Tambuwal will meet Obasanjo in Abeokuta under the stone. That's what Abeokuta means, under the stone. All right, page 4 is holding that story. Just to page 4 again, is looking popular. Kanu rejects judge again. Court adjourns case indefinitely. All right, to pages 13 to 18, this must be very serious. It says, cracking the legal tough nut of state creation. That's going to be about what we're going to be bantering on during the general open banter. That's talking about 10 o'clock this morning. Are you really for the creation of state? Is that what's going to help us? I don't know, though, but some people are saying it might just be the help we need. And others are saying, have we been able to take care of the states that we have already, that we are thinking of creation of more states? It's more like saying creation of more problems. But anyways, you will tell me your banter at the 10 o'clock hour. But let's still get on with this now. Okwebolo calls one witness, closes case before tribunal. All right? Action throws PDP Ighodalo into disarray. I beg your pardon, disarray. All right, that story continues on page 2. Page 2, by the way, is looking so popular now. And at the base of the Nation newspaper now, Moody's U.S. May / injection to World Bank. All right, page 7, and bringing you back to Nigeria now. Countdown begins to Alaafin's coronation. All right, page 5 is holding that story down. To the Guardian newspaper this morning now, the big story: stronger naira unsettles foreign exchange market amid waning dollar savings. All right, I should take that again. Stronger naira unsettles foreign exchange market amid waning dollar savings. Page 6 is carrying that story. And now to page 3. I'm ready to serve Nigeria in any capacity, says AFDB president. Is that not additional? Additional? It's ready to serve Nigeria in any capacity. And people are already touting and saying, seems like additional is eyeing the number 1 position in Nigeria, wants to be the number 1 citizen of the federal. Okay, I'll leave it there. All right, I'm talking about Additional right there. Yeah, so he says he's ready to serve Nigeria in any capacity. All right, AFDB president. Oh, some voice you have there now. And to this one here, drama: Supreme Court dismisses Fibara's suit against pro-Wike lawmakers. All right, page 3, you'd find that one. And IBEDC pledges to restore power to UCH in 48 hours. The same UCH that has been alleged that the patients' families are asked to bring generators so that they can power the wards and power the hospital, just to ensure that their people, family members or friends and family or even foes who are in the hospital at the time get power to be treated. Well, there's an allegation, though, alleged. Well, they've come out to saying, oh, no, that's not true. They've debunked it already. But anyways, that story you'd find on page 7 now. And let's see this one here. Court adjourns trial indefinitely as Kanu queries judge jurisdiction. All right. Page 29 is holding that story down. To page 6 now. Speculations mount over 2027 as Atiku Obasanjo hold closed door meeting. When a meeting is closed door, what do you expect? Women sexually violated or killed every 10 minutes in Nigeria. Really? That's scary. Is that a fact? Page 30 holds that story down. That's not nice. But let's go see page 5 now. 800 ex-Boko Haram fighters undergoing de-radicalization, says DHQ. 800 ex-Boko Haram fighters undergoing de-radicalization, says DHQ. All right. Little wonder, family members, some of you would say, what is with this English that we keep speaking a lot? De-radicalization. Well, page 5 is holding that story down. Just at the base now. PDP Ighodalo's camp in disarray, says APC as Okwebolo closes case at tribunal. All right, page 29 carries that story. And away from the Guardian newspaper now, we bring you The Daily Trust newspaper, the big story, 2027 is the kicker now. Additional hints at presidential run. Oh, he's come out to open now. Additional hints at presidential run. Okay, he's got two writers now. He'll have our support. LND is saying Atiku meets Obasanjo over coalition. Additional? You're running? Well. Okay, he's hinting though. He's hinting. It's not like he's saying actual. Come on, UD. Come on. Young man says he's ready to serve in any capacity. And now he's hinting at presidential run. Okay, maybe that's just what he's saying. Page 4 holds that story down now. And just away from page 4 to page 12, residents raise alarm over money doublers in Abuja community. Al-Khali's murder court recalls General Mohammed for cross-examination. All right, you'd find that one on page 7. And to the base of the Daily Trust newspaper now. Police retirement crisis festers. All right, it's got a couple of writers to it now. And by the way, you'd find that one on page 4. It's really looking popular now. The writers to it would be top officers refuse to leave over IGP's tenure extension. What do you expect? Oh well. Court to hear suit against PSC March 18. Okay. We are not aware of any failure to comply with directive. PSC is saying that. And the last writer for that big story now, exit honorably retired AIG councils. All right. Police retirement crisis festers. That's what that story is about. Now let's take you outside the shores of Nigeria just in a bit. Palestinians will have no right to return under Gaza plan. Trump is saying that now. Page 25 holds that story down to page 6. I've got sharp eyes. Jackpot is the kicker now. One doctor attending to 1,800 cancer patients. No, I should take that again. Jackpot. That's the kicker. One doctor attending to 1,800 cancer patients. Okay. Let's take you to page 4. It's very, very popular now. 6 die in Jigawa, Niger Road crashes. All right. 6 die in Jigawa, Niger Road crashes. So sad. But let's go to the Vanguard newspaper. Vanguard newspaper has got faces. I don't know why there's faces. Okay, seems like there's a personality award or something. Well, that's why there's faces now. You best want to get across social media platforms right there. See to it that you make yourself available. Give your eyes to the television we are hosting on YouTube at Eagles FM Abuja, as well as on Facebook at Eagles FM Abuja, and see these faces on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. But it's got one big story though. Hardship. Can we ever stop talking about hardship? When will we ever stop talking about hardship? But that's the kicker now. Many governors desert states to live in Abuja. NLC laments. Many governors desert states to live in Abuja. NLC laments. It's got two writers to it now. Frowns at prescription of unions in Kogi State. Second writer commissions 10 CNG buses for workers. All right. Page 4 is holding that story down. And Edo governorship poll tribunal. All right. PDP Asuegadolo's camps in disarray as Okwebolo closes case. Page 10, you'd find that story. To page 9 now. -1 from 10. You get 9 for those of you who are still lagging behind in maths. PDP crisis is a kicker now. Legal advisor throws weight behind Ude Okoye. To page 8 now. -1 from 9. You get 8. They're just following themselves back to back. States now mandate drug tests for appointees, employees. All right. And the LEA saying that if this is indeed really happening, then kudos. Because the truth is, some of these leaders that we now have, very irate. Some of the attitude that they exhibit is not far from mental, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So states now mandate drug tests for appointees, employees. Okay, that will be all with the Vanguard newspaper. Do we still have time? Okay, the Punch newspaper. Now it is. I see that you're itching to add your voice in the discourse already. Don't worry, we'll get through with you in a short bit. Already I see my brother and my friend, right? Who would that be now? I think it's Dan. Yes, Dan there has given a message. Well, let's see this one with the Punch newspaper. The big story now with the Punch newspaper. 2027 is a kicker. Obasanjo, Atiku, others meeting no threat All right, says APC. 2027, the kicker. Obasanjo, Atiku, others meeting. No threats, says APC. APC says we are not shaken by that kind of meeting. Page 2 is holding that story down. It's got one writer to it now. Ruling party unfazed as LP and NPP divided over possible Atiku Obasanjo collaboration ahead of next election. Okay, page 2 is holding that story down. Just to the side of the Punch newspaper banner now, you'd find this one because it found me first. Varsity admission, JAMB sets 320 UTME benchmark for under 16 candidates. All right, 320 over 400, I believe. Okay. JAMB sets 320 UTME benchmark for under 16 candidates. All right, why is that so? Page 7 holds that story down. Just above the Punch newspaper banner now, hospitals groan over debts as federal government's 50% power subsidy delays. All right, page 29 holds that story down. And just -1 from 29, you get 28. And that takes us to this very headline with the Punch newspaper. 800 surrendered Boko Haram's militants undergoing de-radicalization. DHQ is saying that. Now to page 7, court adjourns indefinitely as Kanu demands case transfer to Southeast. Okay. Just at the base of the Punch newspaper now, why Rivers withdrew Supreme Court appeal against pro-Wike lawmakers. Fubara is saying that. Page 18 is holding that story. Okay, this very sad story, and look at the face of this young man who was unalived. All right, pages 4 and 5 is carrying that story. Uber driver killed, body dumped on Lagos Road. Very, very sad story. And now let's go to the last one now. Edo Tribunal. Okwebolo closes defense as lone witness admits over voting. All right, page 18 is holding that story down. And that would be all with the Punch newspaper. All right, now let's open the phone lines. Get your voice heard already, because this is indeed that platform that allows for you to have your voice heard loudly and clearly. However, this must also be regulated within the ambit of civility and responsibility. All right, the number to call would be 0907 353 0044. Was I too fast? I'll take it slowly this time. 0907 353 0044. The other number is 0908 766 8888. The WhatsApp portal number, send a voice note WhatsApp message right now, and that should be within or between 1 minute 30 seconds or 1 minute 35 seconds. Don't go beyond it, because if you do, I'll cut you off. All right, you don't want that. And you can send a WhatsApp message to the number I'm about to call now, so let's get it already. 0909 705 4450. Right, that's the WhatsApp portal number. Taking the call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, UD.
Yes, good morning to you, Moses, my brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Mike?
Oh, she's doing fine. We'll be together tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're calling from Suleja, yeah?
Yeah, Suleja.
Awesome. Moses, speak up a bit so we can hear you.
Okay. The MLC lamented over the most of governors who are not staying in their duty posts in their state,
Yes.
but come to Abuja to come and have their residence here, abandon their offices in other states. What is going on? Who are those governors? Why are they leaving their state? That is the research or the founding they should have done.
Right.
Name those governors. Why should they abandon their duty posts? Why would they come? So it's not just to be blank information or headlines to create headlines. So if there is anything that they should do for abandoning their duty post, it should be relayed to the masses. So I think that is the option there that they should do. Then another one again, I had one of your headlines that police officers now who are with their arms should be on their uniform, not on motis again. Yes, I think that this is a good one, because the society we are is a society where we are facing security challenge. You may not know who is who. Sometimes you find these people on the road, mufti, with their mufti, not in their uniform. You may not know who is who. You find them in the vehicle. It's a good one. It's a good one. So when you are on your duty post, you should be on your uniform. Thank you, UD.
All right, thanks a lot. Do appreciate. Appreciate. All right, Moses right there giving us 2 cents. Well, let's head out now. Go on a recess. We'll be right back in a short bit. Don't go away.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
No offense to the commercials. It's just that we want to see other audio.
Eagles 102.3.
Sorry, sir. We just sold the last one.
Chai! Papa, what happened? They just sold the 2-bedroom bungalow I wanted to buy, and all others are calling big prices. 30 million naira, 35 million naira for a 2-bedroom bungalow terrace. Have you tried my Abuja Home Limited? My Abuja Home Limited? No! My Abuja Home is selling their 2-bedroom terrace bungalows in Gwagwalada for a promo price of just 17 million naira only. Wow, that's very affordable. And in Gwagwalada, Abuja FCT, which is just 30 minutes from town? Yes, it's just after the FRCL radio house in Old Kutunku in Gwagwalada. So, for this promo price of 17 million naira, the 2-bedroom comes with a large sitting space, a sizable kitchen. The floors are tiled with 2 bathrooms and toilets with fitting windows with burglary proof, security, borehole water, electricity, and the area is cool. Wow, my Abuja Home Limited Abi. Oh yeah, give me the number. Just call 080-888-37426. I said 080-888-37426 or 080-827-23824. That is 080-827-23824. My Abuja Home. Live the life.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Looking for a professional event planner in Abuja and its environs, but don't know how to go about it? Eagles FM got you covered. Call us today and let's help you fix that event that will leave you with evergreen memories. Call 081-5791-7278. I take it again, 081-5791-7278. Thank you.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Has anyone told you you can talk about your business on radio for just
20,000 naira?
Get a chance to talk your business for 25 minutes on The Entrepreneur. Mondays to Fridays, 3 p.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. For more inquiries, call 090-9984-4433. 090-9984-4433. Hurry now.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
I suppose it was inevitable. Eagles 102.3.
All right, back from recess now, and yes, this is the newspaper review segment. We like to call it the pages. You call it the newspaper review segment of the Eagles Morning Risers Breakfast Show, and we're still taking your reactions. Hello and good morning.
Barrister.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Apostle Osolai. Messiere.
Yes, my name is Apostle Osolai from Apple.
Yes.
Oh, yes, my take this morning goes like this: that all this problem we are facing is because we are not carrying out our law. Keeping the law can go a long way. There is a film I watch when we are very small. They call it Silent Night, whereby a judge that have one child, but this one child follow the criminals to go and commit robbery. You know that the judge condemned him, but all those criminals. So what am I trying to say in the point is that all those miscreants, all those kidnappers and whatever, whenever they apprehend them, you will see that their father or their relation will go and meet governor. They say amnesty, federal amnesty, state amnesty. Before you know, the people they grant amnesty, they have no job to do. They will go and continue in that the same work they are doing, killing people. They will never remember the people they have killed. You grant them amnesty today. Every day before any day you on radio or television, you'll be hearing killing and killing. So my humble saying goes that let us maintain our law. That if I'm not speaking with you, if I take away people's life, if they apprehend me, let they kill me. You see that the people that are queuing back of me will stop doing all those nonsense. Thank you and God bless you, the Barrister Daniel.
Thank you so much.
My name remains Apostle Osolai, a.k.a. Wokenewe.
All right, Wokenewe. Thank you, far too kind. Right, let's make sure that we strengthen our laws, he says. Hello, good morning.
Hello, you.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes, please.
Abubakar calling you.
Abubakar, feels good. Welcome aboard. Talk to us.
Coalition talks, the coalition meeting, and the alignment with APC said it's not a threat. It's a big threat because majority of Nigeria are looking for better alternatives.
Right.
This government has not endeared itself to the majority of Nigerian people with her authoritarian policy, which continues to make life very difficult for majority of Nigeria. If we are not in democracy, this government would have been brought to an end abruptly. But this is democracy. We have to wait for election year. So we believe, by the grace of God, in the coalition talk will work by the power of God and the majority of people of Nigeria. If truly democracy is the choice of the people and the majority carry the day. And this issue of the radicalization of Boko Haram is uncalled for. The people who are into terrorist acts, they are terrorists who continue causing mayhem, displacing Aborigine community, killing people, causing the lives of our precious gallant men and officers of armed forces, causing destruction, uprooting many communities, and at the end, you give them succor. You say you are radicalizing them. How can you radicalize the Boko Haram member? If you face judgment, it is uncalled for. You are spending hard-earned national resources to rehabilitate Boko Haram member. It's uncalled for. This policy should be phased out. It's not palatable.
All right.
That is my take this morning.
Thank you, Abubakar. Appreciate that one. Yeah, the radicalization, the nomenclature, the language that is being used every time is what really beats, Nigerians right there. I mean, our imaginations be like, really? What exactly is going on? But according to that story, with the Punch newspaper now, 800 repentant Boko Haram terrorists are currently undergoing de-radicalization, and some see it as a significant development in the efforts to rehabilitate and reintegrate former terrorists into the society. The radicalization programs are aimed at helping individuals reject extremist ideologies and adopt more moderate and peaceful beliefs. Now, the success of such programs can be crucial, especially in preventing further violence and promoting stability in the region. Well, I mean, that's what it is. So maybe we should have a proper understanding of what it is. Okay, now that you do, alrighty, let's go hear from you. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning, please.
Judy.
Yes, Bright. Good morning.
It's Bright from Airport. Good morning.
Good morning from Airport Road. Okay, talk to us, Bright.
There is too much injustice in this country and too much unfairness in this country. And this is not how a country grows. Okay, let me ask you a question now. This is what that are saying the decarnization, or what do they call it? What of the victims? What have they done for the victims? The other day, I had the governor of Borno saying that he's going to use in charge of Niger to bring back people who have suffered this injustice for many years. What of the people that are dead? How much are they been compensated? The people that committed the crime are the ones now who is. Oh God. Okay, how do you think people affected now we pray for the country for success in this type of case? Really, just like if Obasanjo is lamenting, Obasanjo from Angola is lamenting, you think that guy is joking? The people are saying there is a community in Niger State that is called Kabro. They are a great community. If you go there, you see that people there, all of them have run away because of what is security. They cannot even farm again. Okay, look at now. I don't know whether that's from government or the press of Nigeria. How can you say that the kind of case they are joining this industry because of they want to transfer the case to this thing? The thing that the press wasn't in the court, or the press don't listen to maybe channels or the people AIT that say what happened there. The man, the judge has recused himself from the case. According to the Nigerian Constitution, that if he has been recused his case except he did the reapplication of this. I think the type of war we fight in Nigeria. And how can you tell me that the whole nation? Okay, are you going to tell me that? You see, okay, now what I observe in this country is that it's very easy. If you kill someone in this country, you can go free. But if you say let's defend this country, that one is the case of death. That's what I know in this country now. How can you tell me that you show make the Allah sheep and do the same thing? Then Naniganu's throne is in the danger of sin for how many years? You see, if we want the egalitarian structure that we move forward, let's bless everybody on the same level and do things so that there will be progress.
Okay,
Bright. What is that injustice to?
All right, Bright. Okay, Bright right there, sharing his thoughts. But could this be the reason some are really clamoring for a voice, looking forward to the creation of 31 new states? Is that why this clamor is coming on? I mean, especially this time. I recall that sometime last week on Wi-Fi indeed had that conversation with you. But come on, maybe we should see it from a different angle this time. And 10 o'clock would be that time for you to share your thoughts. Could the creation of states be indeed the answer, to some of these, alleged voicelessness or alleged subduement, by whether the federal government, whether the institutions, whether the system in itself and all of that? Is that going to open a new vista? Well, we don't know. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, please.
Mr. Yudi, good morning. My name is Ken. I'm calling from Day.
Sorry, Ken, all the way from Day, right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, Ken. Awesome. Talk to us, Ken. Talk to us.
Honestly speaking, Mr. Yudi, I am a regular listener to this program, but I don't call in very often.
Oh, okay.
But this morning, why I'm calling is this. The nation, the country called Nigeria, this is our country. I want to say that our leaders are sorry to say that they are not serious at all. Okay. What I'm saying is this. Every day we keep hearing of killing. And in the end, our gallant military officers, soldiers will apprehend these people. And what they will say is that they are rehabilitating them with the taxpayers' money. And after rehabilitating, they will bring them back. Either they introduce them into the military. I don't know why is this country like this, and we are crying that people are being killed on a daily basis. Are we serious at all? This is the reason why this problem will never come to an end in this country. This is why these people have been encouraged to go into it, because they're seeing it as a lucrative venture. And even if they are eventually caught, that they will be pardoned, that they will be, taken care of, trained outside the country and be brought back to live a better life. This is the reason why people are going into it. Please, these people, when they are caught, please, they should be killed. They should be killed. I'm saying it this morning. If not, this country will never know peace. Okay. It will never know peace. Thank you and God bless you.
I get that, Ken right there. Okay, that's fire. That's a lot. Well, anyways, though, let's just go take this one and then we get to the WhatsApp portal. Hello and good morning to you.
Good morning, sir, Mr. Eugene.
Yes, good morning.
I greet all the callers at this one. And I will I greet you. This is Donatus calling from Nigeria.
Donatus all the way from Niger State. Donatus, please try to get close to your phone so we can hear you clearly.
Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Mr. Eugene, somebody says that he's ready to serve the country. Mr. Eugene, you must not be a president before you serve the country.
Right.
You must not be a president or a senator or a governor. And then you serve the country with your resources. You understand? Something happened there before yesterday. This fire outbreak. It's not one shop. I think God bless the person called BTT. He's a very good man. This man served this country in 10 life. After the fire service, the government fire service is there. This man has 10 more fire service. More than one. I'm telling you this. That work with the engine of the motor. He doesn't use hose or pipe. And these are the kind of people who work. You start country. You understand? So you must not be a president before you serve the country. You must not be a governor before you serve the country. He's there. Which change is made? He's community and see. Oh, people should stop telling us what we know.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, Donatus, thank you very much as well. Well, we'll just go to the WhatsApp portal now, seeing that time is not our friend at this juncture, and see what messages are there via the WhatsApp portal. But just before we do so, let us also take a flight, to the Facebook page wall. And by the way, want to say a big thank you to each and every one of us who have gone on to see that TV that we are hosting across social media platforms on Facebook as well as on YouTube. Well, I see this one here now at Eagles FM Abuja on Facebook, and this one coming from Jerome, right? Jerome Irsay, all right? It says Minister of Labor should channel its energy on how to make sure workers are paid their minimum wage duly and on time. He should leave governors alone. All right, thanks, Jerome. And also Francis Ndamani now, messaging from Amagunze in Enugu State, says, what Nigerians need at this point in time is good governance, policies, programs, equity, fairness, and justice. Our political leaders should focus on how to ameliorate the plight of Nigerians. May God help us. It says the height of criminality, hardship, insecurity, poverty, and hunger are really worrisome and nothing to write home about. Where are we going from here? All right. May God help us, he goes again. And Sunday Onia. All right, Sunday Oriya, right? Onwe is saying good job to you two for taking out your time and your precious data to get on and watch us right there on Facebook. I see a couple of messages. Let's go take this one now. It says, via the WhatsApp portal, Abaz reporting from Dutse. Good morning to you, Abaz. He says, good morning, Sir UD. My concern this morning is on Edo Election Tribunal. Any ruling political party who is going to court challenge election conduct by their parties a complete failure and shame. This shows that political parties did very badly while in office, please. I want to plead with our legislative arms of government and INEC to amend our electoral laws on time before 2027 elections to handle issue of pre- and post-election matters on or before a candidate is sworn in. All right? Why would election petition be ongoing when a candidate is already sworn in? This must stop. This process needs to be improved upon before next election. All right, Abaz? Thank you, far too kind. I see this one here now. Chinonso from Suleja says, trust this country at your own risk. Udwak, imagine the grammar to bring terrorists back among us. These people have killed a lot of innocent Nigerians, and now look at the grammar to bring these up, to bring those facing the law. Okay, I didn't get that. If you're still not convinced that insecurity in Nigeria is the business of the high and mighty, then you are sleeping on a bicycle. Chinonso, I don't want to sleep on a bicycle. All right? Okay. But thank you, though. Appreciate that one from you. Okay, so I see this one from Comrade Ulobasi, all the way from Buhari in Abuja now. Says, despite all the atrocities, killings and kidnapping committed by the so-called radicalized Boko Haram terrorists, the military is still hell-bent in spending taxpayers' monies on feeding and taking care of captured terrorists in the name of reforming them. Who does that in this modern day? We believe there's more than meets the eye about this vexatious program. All right. In addition, in a case involving the supposed retired senior police officers who are asking the IGP to obey the law of the land by vacating the seat, it's very obvious that injustice to one is injustice to all. There should be no sacred cow when it comes to justice in the land. May God Almighty save us from ourselves. Amen. All right, Comrade Olobasi, thank you, far too kind. So we go now see how we can take your voice note right now and on here. Okay, I see this one. I'm sure it's from Dan as well as Selassie, right there. Okay, let's go start with Dan.
Good morning, my namesake. My name is Daniel from Kurudu. Honestly, I want to commend Eagles FM for the opportunity that you are giving to us to air our view and to say our mind concerning the happening in our country. To me, I think it's a welcome development if there is coalition. If opposition should come together, if Atiku Tambo and Liam Muke should make a strong opposition to hold leaders accountable and to hold leaders accountable so that we can have good governance. I think that's a weapon development for us.
Okay.
Because presently now things are not working. We can't just be plain and tell ourselves the truth. Yes, President Bola Tinubu is trying, but the economy is biting. The hunger in the land is too much. People are becoming miserable every day. You and Nigerians are patient people. We know how much we used to spend, and for you to get money now, it's not easy. So if there is any way that this opposition can come together, individual, political party, or whatever, to see that we have good governance, it will be a welcome development. Thank you and God bless Nigeria.
All right, thank you, Dan, all the way from Kurudu Def. Appreciate your thoughts. Selassie now.
Good morning to Udo Daniel, the man with the golden voice. My name is Selassie, sending this voice note from Garki.
Welcome, Selassie.
My regard to Abubakar from Masaka, Abubakar from Gwagwalada, Triple D from Wari, I greet you. NLC talk about governors that doesn't longer stay in their state, they come to Abuja. In fact, this NLC, I don't understand them. I asked one civil servant about this minimum wage. He says since they paid them 40,000 naira last year, they don't know anything about this minimum wage. Look at the government that came out and they are beating their chest that yes, they have sent 70,000 minimum wage. Even the NLC are not even following the civil servant, the workers to know how far have they implemented this minimum wage. He's not talking about that. They came and increased fuel price. They say subsidy is gone. Electricity tariff, communication tariff, all this is. In fact, we don't have NLC in this country. NLC, they are there on their own for their own selfish interest. Then I want to talk about 800 Boko Haram rehabilitated to the society. It pissed me off when I heard that. It's like they are using this insecurity to be saving money. That is why for this year budget, security get the highest amount. Because some people are taking advantage of this insecurity to be making billions of naira. What have the government do to the victims of this Boko Haram? What have the government do to these widows, the orphans, the children that have become fatherless? Government that's working today, they concentrate on these terrorists, the people that carry arms against the state. I'm not happy this morning. Thank you.
Okay. What has the government done to those who have fallen prey to this vicious cycle or circle of terrorism? Strong question. Selassie, strong question. Well, I see this one here now via the WhatsApp still, and this is coming from Yusuf all the way from Wusei 2. Yusuf says, good morning UD, good morning to you too. De-radicalization is a name coined to justify frivolous spending. I am convinced that they are not de-radicalizing anybody. Okay, says I have conviction that this is no de-radicalization. Have a nice day, Yusuf says. You too, Yusuf. Well, but let's try to maybe tinker just a little bit. I mean, the program is meant to, well, in the words that they used, right, de-radicalize, right? But if I'm trying to understand it, so, you know, there's been a lot of trouble with Boko Haram in Nigeria, right? I mean, well, some of the people who used to be part of Boko Haram, they have decided to leave the group and say sorry for what they did. So these people are called repentant Boko Haram. Yeah, terrorist. Repentant, okay. Now, I think the government is trying to help them change their ways and become normal members of the society again. I mean, don't we deserve second chances, right? Well, that's what they call the de-radicalization. Now, it's like a program that is to help them think differently and not believe in the violent ideas of Boko Haram anymore. So think of it like this. I mean, imagine someone who used to be in a bad gang, but now they want to leave the gang and be a good person. The government is trying to help them do that by teaching them new ways of thinking and behaving. All right, so 800 of these repentant Boko Haram terrorists, they are going through this program to help them become good citizens again. Maybe it's a way to help them leave their past behind and maybe make a fresh start. Does it make sense? From all indication, it does not seem to make sense to some of us already, because some would very quickly say these ones were not members of just gangs. These are not cult gangs. These are not intercommunal cult clashes. These are terrorists. And until we name the cult gangs or all types of terrorist gangs, then we cannot indeed justify the de-radicalization of Boko Haram terrorists. Whether you call it de-radicalization or not, there is still a repentant Boko Haram terrorist, added to the name. So, some of you say, what are you de-radicalizing? It's just a big sham. Right. But anyways, I would love to take more calls at this point, but can't go any further. Want to say a big thank you to each and every one of us. I mean, don't forget, 10 o'clock, would be the time for us to gain banter. I mean, you talk, I talk, you talk, right? And every other person talk. Because Does the answer lie in the creation of more states? Is that where the answer really lies? Is that what we need? Are you for or against the creation of 31 new states in Nigeria? Could that be just the way forward? I mean, as we speak right now, there is a constitution review ongoing. It has been ongoing for God knows how long. But then some are backing it up and saying it is necessary, even though it's taken so much time, but it's necessary. And the necessity of it is the fact that we have to get it rightly, just as my brother, or just like my brother Triple D would always say, we'll get it right. So we have to get it rightly so we don't miss the target, we don't miss the mark. But then again, it also brings to the table the conversation surrounding a national, dialogue where everybody's supposed to come to the table and, of course, shake the table, break the table, and, of course, reconstruct a new table where necessary. And it is this national dialogue that quite a number of us are looking, forward to. I mean, there was supposed to be a youth dialogue, right, this morning. This first quarter, National Youth Dialogue. I don't know what's going on with that so far. I mean, is it still in the pipeline? I guess that's where it lies. But we wanted to get out of the pipeline and, of course, come to the fore. But what can we say? The sports minister, in his jersey, with his bag and his kits and everything, he just jogged into the studio and is going to be taking you in sports on Eagles Wings. I'm talking about none other but Vicky Vic. He's the sports minister on radio, the only sports minister on radio that I know. I don't know. Are you aware of any other? Well, Vicky Vic is here and he'll do justice. But don't forget, 9 o'clock, I'll be right here and we'll talk politics and current affairs. As I hear, foreign inflows for Nigeria has risen by 53%. Don't go away.